Welcome to PissMeOffPodcast about the greatest. What is it?
The greatest story you'll never fucking read. Ooh. And I'm back. Missed last week. Still remember the intro.
Alex is back. We got back together.
Yeah.
The band. It was never a gay joke.
It's definitely a gay joke.
It did get
more views than anybody else. Or podcast wise.
No, it didn't get more views. Other ones have more views. Well, maybe at first, because it's only been a week. But even one before that, more people are starting to watch.
It's clickbait. They want to know what happened to
me. Yeah, I was going to say the last one's clickbait.
They want to know what happened to me.
Let me move this a little bit.
I was taking a mustache hiatus. You can't really tell with this lighting, but...
Yeah.
Anybody want a mustache ride? You're not getting one.
You can see.
Kind of.
You do look like a porn actor. We were supposed to start off with this.
Oh, yeah. True.
All right, so market 10:53. We're going to do a shot of vodka every 10 minutes because all we have is vodka. So.
Oh, that's all we got because it's quarantine. We're out of money.
Well, I mean, obviously, you have a beer. Gross. So, episode 8, Practice Guide. This is my favorite episode, where the last one was my least favorite episode. This one's my absolute favorite of the first season. Which it's almost tied with the third episode, but I think this one's a little bit better.
Which, I think the title is funny because Practice Guy is very close to my nickname at Bible school, which was Practice Boy. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I didn't go to Bible school.
Nor did any eating practice. Priests are pretty well.
Every now and again, anyone gets in the order and they gotta gang initiate them,
Yeah, they do.
So
okay, well, we've talked about priests before. So the last episode, I talked about how I had started a new book, and I've been writing that. It's awesome. Meanwhile, I also wrote the first episode of season 4. Yay! Which means that
someone else is gonna die.
Well, this one's a little more mature. I think I've gotten smarter. It's still vulgar, but it's funnier. It's going to go on Patreon. I said before that Bitch Slap series was, but now the Bitch Slap thing is just being thrown. It wasn't that great, even though there was only one episode to it. The idea just kind of fell flat, so it doesn't really matter.
Sometimes you're just not feeling it, man.
Yeah, once I figure out the Patreon thing, I'm going to put that up there so people who, have read the whole thing or just want to start reading from episode 4 can, support me, and they'll get it as it comes out.
Oh, you mean season 4?
What did I say? Episode 4, season 4, which is kind of, it's not dumb, it'll work eventually, but as of right now, everybody who has read, like the 3 or 4 people who have read the entire series are going to get season 4 for free.
Yeah. Trust me, you want it. It's getting better and better.
Yeah. So, if you remember what happened at the end of the last one,
Kyle, right? The fucking weird guy.
Kyle caught up with them and told them that he has evidence that will put them away for life connected to the murders.
Yes. Well, no. He starts off by saying he has the evidence of you raping Katie.
Oh, right. He's a hired detective.
Yeah.
Hired that Katie, that
her dad.
Her dad.
I think you said Katie's dad hired a private detective or something.
I don't think so. I think it's just Katie.
I don't know.
Well, if it is, that doesn't come up again in the story. So
very well, carry on.
But anyways, yeah. So it starts off. The very last thing that happened in the last episode is after Rusty's whole fight with Amanda.
Oh yeah.
He had texted her that he loved her, because he's on ecstasy. So he texted her a whole bunch of shit that you would if you're on ecstasy, if you can actually navigate your phone correctly.
Not that I would know.
Yeah, we've never done drugs, so we wouldn't know. But
stories
again, spot on. It's a joke from the last one.
Spot on. I wasn't there.
You wouldn't know.
I'm growing my mustache.
Yeah. So it starts off. Alex and Rusty just got into a fight because Rusty threw his phone at the TV because Amanda had texted him back a few days later after she texted him that she loves him, that she was just drunk and she didn't
Yeah.
That's what she was saying. I don't.
Which brings me to the next point. You scratched me, you bastard.
Yeah, but you would like. I don't see like when I go back and I write down notes. I just write like I don't actually always like read the entire thing. I think you had like punched me in the mouth or the face. You won the fight. It was clear.
Yeah, but you scratched me. I hate being scratched.
I'm a scratcher, bro. That's what I do. So that's how I get the ladies.
Fair enough. All 5 of them.
Yeah. It's more like 3.
And a half.
3.5, because there was the midget. Although, I did find a midget on... Oh, dude, she's such a hot midget.
On OnlyFans?
No, not on OnlyFans. We have a good Instagram hottie of the week. She has an OnlyFans, which a few of them have. But there's this midget that I got on Tinder, and then I got her Instagram. And I didn't know she was a midget till I got her Instagram. She's a really hot midget. I'll show you.
I don't know. Did you really not know?
No, I didn't know at all. I swear to God.
Did you not look at the height?
She put. Okay, let me teach them about Tinder.
I'm sorry, I go on Bumble. Bumble has height.
I'm gonna teach them about Tinder real quick. Okay, so I can't really tell you what to think about midgets because midgets are gonna hide their height in their picture, but it's a hot midget. I'm telling you, a really hot midget. She's not super midgety. She's not like, she's proportionate. She's
not big people, little world kind of shit. I mean, little people, big world.
She's like a very small real person.
What was that?
A very small real person.
What was the second to last word you said?
Very small?
No.
Small?
Second to last.
Second to last? Real.
Yeah, okay. So just so we're aware that I believe all midgets are
not
real people and little people.
So do I. Obviously, I'm kidding.
Midgets is a derogatory term that we should not be...
Why is it derogatory? No,
they feel that way.
Well, unfortunately...
Well, people, zebras called zebras. We can't, you know why we can't call them zebras?
People are fucking going back and forth on the whole Adele getting skinny thing. Like, she was beautiful the whole time. Did you see how good she looks now?
No.
Yeah, she lost 100 pounds.
Maybe I like thickers.
That's fine, but people are like, oh, why are you congratulating for getting skinny? She was beautiful before. Because losing weight is very good for you, and it is a very hard thing to do. I lost 87 pounds, and then another time I got fat again, I lost another 50-something pounds.
You can't tell, it's because he cut off a leg. He's fucking bullshitting.
I had an 87-pound leg. Damn, we had a point, and I totally forgot what it was.
Nope, there we go.
Well, we'll keep moving on.
Am I pissing you off?
Yeah.
It's the point of the podcast.
So Amanda, she was just drunk, texting, got pissed off, got into a fight.
I do that all the time.
And then Alex comes up with this whole scenario of telling Rusty to imagine Amanda is his mom, and they're in a toy store.
Which is something I do a lot. I usually come out with analogies. 99% of the time, if somebody's like, I don't know how to describe something, I always come out with analogies. And they're usually off the wall, but not 8 times, 6.5 times out of 10, they make sense.
Yeah, but I wrote this one, so it definitely makes sense.
Yeah, but it sounded like something I would say, so it made sense to me.
Yeah.
You know me so well.
That's what I was doing. I was trying to create your voice in my just amazing analogy. Something about you're a kid, Amanda's your mom, and you're awesome. In the mall, and I don't actually remember it, so I'm not going to repeat it to you. So read the story. I don't know if I've ever. I've talked to a few people that don't understand this. I'll just say first name Mason. Didn't realize that after he said he watched a couple episodes, he didn't realize this was about a written series. I'm gonna add crickets right in the back. I don't get that. Then you're not listening to it. It's about a written series. PissMeOffSeries.com. Maybe I should start plugging this shit.
I thought it was in the name.
It is in the name, and it's in the description. In the description, I put every episode, so you can just click the link, and it goes right to that episode. You start reading. You don't have to search. You don't have to do anything.
That makes these episodes a lot more bearable, because honestly, if you haven't read this, I can understand why you would turn it off, because,
it's vulgar.
Shouldn't. It's vulgar, it's out of context, and it's just not enjoyable if you don't know what the fuck is going on.
So the first novel was not vulgar. The new one will not be vulgar. This season 4 is the same series, so it will be vulgar. But the people who think I only write vulgar shit because it's easy, which makes me not a good writer, haven't read any of my other shit. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down, please. Thank you. Go lay down, idiot. Go lay down. Alex comes up with that whole analogy, basically saying, let her go, and then if she comes back,
she cared about you like she would a child that she lost at the store. So I mean, if I had a nickel for every kid I left at the store and just never came back for, I'd have like 4 nickels.
Never came back. Just kidding. She did it, but I'm not salty about it. I understand.
If you were, it'd be that nice pink Himalayan salt.
You know,
that new shit everybody's using.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be regular old bullshit fucking Morton salt.
Speaking of salty, we're not going to go through this podcast. This one's going to be like an hour and a half. Did anybody read my poem I wrote about a dude shitting on the floor that I was trolling on? I know you didn't.
I stopped halfway through. I started them, but I stopped halfway through.
Halfway through, it's fucking 4 sentences long.
Yeah, that's how vulgar it was. I was like, I wasn't ready for this at the time.
I said fat girl, and then he shit on the floor. And I made it not vulgar on purpose. Like, no profanity and shit, because I didn't want to get kicked out of that group. I just wanted to troll them. Everybody fucking had likes on theirs, because it was like, let me explain this to you, I'm sorry. It was like a 65 words or less, and then you had to use certain words, and there were like 5 different words in there, which just reminded me of creating writing, which was my favorite one. I actually had to get 1 like, and that was from Amanda's mom, because me and her both, her mom's a writer too, and me and her both follow that group. No, she's actually a very good writer. She sent me one of her things. It was fucking awesome. But she was the only one that liked my thing, and of course hers was way better than mine. But I was just trying to troll people because I was still hungover from the night before. I know I have to enunciate too more because I was watching the last one with just me, and he talks loud and
what?
Shit, we already passed the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, I tried to say
Damn, dude, we have. This is gonna take forever.
I tried to say it, but
we just say it, motherfucker. That's not a shot.
What? I don't understand. Your definition of shot, my definition of shot.
All right, real quick, ready?
As long as you shoot it.
Oh. So then Alex convinces Rusty that he was just the practice guy. Amanda's,
which you fucking were in the story.
Right. Probably wasn't real. Who knows? You know.
Only Amanda knows.
Well, I mean, no, I don't know. We don't have to get into anything personal. I think I did enough of that in the last one. Please stop moving the hat around. It's meant to be a.
Bro, you put in this wide ass range of motion, bro.
Why would you just don't bump into things? Have some
situational awareness. Gotcha.
Is it situational awareness?
That's for things that are happening around you, but this would.
It's close enough, right? Spatial awareness.
Yeah, spatial awareness.
My head keeps getting cut off here.
That's. Never mind.
That's episode 5.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, practice guy. You know, Amanda had a boyfriend for a long time, and then
she wanted to get back in the dating world. So I
mean,
she wanted to get back in the dating world
to see if
if I was trying to get back into duck hunting. If I'm trying to get back into duck hunting, I ain't duck hunting in like 10 years. What am I gonna do? Go smoke some swamp rats out there like fucking Luke Skywalker. You know what I'm saying?
So just use the guy as practice.
Swamp rat, right here.
She had 2 really long relationships in her life. I was right in the middle. It seems like a practice guy.
Well, she also had 2 really long dicks in this series as well. So
all right, let's not in the series. Yeah,
that's what I said.
I know. I talked too much about her I went too far last time talking about her, so I want to like ease back on.
I wasn't here.
Well, you could have watched it. Real life Amanda. We're gonna try not to talk about the real life Amanda that much.
I wasn't. I was speaking on strictly fictional.
I know. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Dude, practice guy. That's the name of the episode. God, this one sucks already.
Just start racing through.
So I know. I have a lot of stuff here, and this should be out of frame. So they start talking about how they're gonna kill Kyle. I had a lot last time though, and it went like really fast. So.
Well, I've never met a Kyle that I didn't want to kill.
Well, I already explained last one that he's based off a boss of mine.
What's funny is I had a boss named Kyle that actually fired from Ruby Tuesdays, which is unrelated to this. Kyle, I don't have bad feelings about it.
Yeah, this. But also, fuck you, Kyle.
I mean, you kind of
Ruby Tuesdays work.
You kind of were a dick about it. You made me come back into work the next day so you could fire me in front of a training manager to see what it was like to fire somebody. Wait, I called him the day before.
Oh, Kyle.
Yeah,
I worked for him too.
So I did some fuck shit the day before. I deserve to be fired. That's not up to dispute. But the next day, I call him and say, "Hey, what's going on? Am I able to get fired?" Blah blah blah. I say, "No, you're not fired. Come on to work. Go to work the next day. First thing." Good point. I walk in.
Sorry, Jamie.
Calls me into the fucking... Yeah, sorry, Jamie. I walk into the office. Jamie probably knows the story. So I walk in the office.
Yeah.
And there's a friend of mine who I went to high school with who was trained to be a manager, and he fires me right in front of her. And his excuse was I needed to train her, like, to how to fire somebody. I'm
My
like,
cousin.
no.
No?
No.
Well, the sister's my cousin,
No,
too.
it's neither one of them.
Who'd you go to high school with?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. There was a manager.
I'm trying not to throw names out there, and it's definitely not either one of the people you're talking about. Anyway.
Well, I know it wasn't the one.
So
the
I got
one was the
mad.
manager. Go, bitch.
All right, so then they fire me right in front of her. I'm like, well, that's kind of flaw. I'm like, you could have just been man-to-man to me the day before, but apparently, you know, it's more important. You train somebody, whatever. Have water under the fucking fridge, whatever.
I have a good story about Kyle. Because nobody really liked this guy, and we didn't know what the deal with him was.
I like Kyle. I just didn't like him.
Me and you, the girls didn't like him. He liked me and Alex. And I didn't really like him until this point. He came up to me, and he was like, can I talk to you for a second? I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, what is this going to be? He walks me over to the soda fountains. He just leans back against the ice machine. And then, I guess, motions for me to do the same. Because he just starts looking off at the salad bar. And then
so I wanted you to see somebody doing
I look at the salad bar and this girl with big old fat ass. And he goes, you see it? And I go, yep. He goes, okay. And he just walks away. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah, I like him.
He was cool to us.
I liked him until
I fired you, but
well, not even like
never been fired.
I experienced. Don't let me start with that.
Never been fired.
Yeah, it's true because you quit before you got fired. We're not going to get into this.
It's fine. That's on me. I'm my own man.
It's like that's like one of the suicide bombers in 9/11 being like, never been murdered in my life.
It's true.
Because you crashed a plane into a fucking building, but you've never been murdered. You quit before you got fired.
That's right.
Either way.
And they still talk about it 19 years later.
I haven't heard word of it since from anybody but you, but here we'll go.
9/11?
No, not 9/11.
That's what I was talking about.
I thought you meant you quitting.
No. I was talking about 9/11.
Alright, let's keep going. We got a race.
Yeah, so then, I have to mention this line because it hits so true when Rusty's saying, he worked so hard to get Amanda for like 6 years. We just back up because I don't want our knees touching. Anyways, he worked so hard for years to get Amanda, and then all it takes for Hunter to get her.
One DM.
And of course, he has a boat and a motorcycle. So any young blood that's in love with a girl, I would suggest get a fucking motorcycle.
Not gang affiliated.
Yeah, not a real blood.
Clarify that.
But not a real blood. I mean, I don't know.
We got a huge audience. I just want to make sure.
You're wearing blue. I'm wearing reddish.
Is this blue? I don't even fucking know.
That is blue, and this is reddish. So we're almost supposing.
Well, I'm colorblind, but I would say that's brown.
Yeah, we're also not stupid enough to fight over territory like it's some fucking...
I see you say that, but I was in the Marine Corps, so I mean...
Yeah, you're...
There's no other reason
not
to fight.
anymore.
Yeah, sure. I would definitely fight you over that seat right there.
During this whole argument... God damn, we're almost at another one. Rusty leaves because he gets a bright idea. It takes so long that Alex goes to the gym.
Right idea.
When Alex comes back... Rusty's already back, and then he's ready to. You didn't. Where was that in your rebuttal? You were just like, "Oh, dude."
Yeah, well, I'm not sitting here arguing. Waste fucking space.
By the way,
time. I'm not trying to waste.
I thought I moved it. Every time we get into an argument like this, usually I have to cut it out because Alex says something stupid, or I say something stupid. I think it's been Alex every time though. But so that's what happens, and that's usually what we cut out. We're gonna keep that one, I think.
I'll find out.
Yeah, I'll make sure to watch this sober. So because Alex kind of told Rusty that he's the practice guy, made Rusty believe that he's the practice guy, Rusty decides that he's gonna have his own practice guy because they already know that they have to kill.
Fucking move the hat, please?
They already know that they have to kill Kyle, and they've never actually killed anybody. They've accidentally gotten people killed and accidentally killed somebody, but they've never full on premeditated murdered anybody. And Rusty decides he's going to have his own practice guy, and that's going to be Hunter, the one from the last episode, which is why I love this episode. But you'll see. So then, while Rusty was gone that whole time while I was at the gym, Rusty had bought a bunch of rolls of plastic. Like if you've ever seen Dexter, and he just plastics the fuck out of the entire room. That's what Rusty's doing. That's what he did to the garage.
Which if I walked home to my garage and that was fucking... Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Every 10 minutes! This is not a shot. You're pouring them too much. This is a double shot. Fucking... Garbage fucking Wheatley vodka. Oh, it's smooth.
It was cheap. That's what the guy said.
It is keto. Liar. It is not smooth. But it is keto, so...
I think all hard liquor's keto.
No, it's not.
What is not?
Anything with flavor?
Oh, well, I mean, it's a straight liquor.
Well, rum's made from sugarcane, but I also don't think it has any carbs, which is strange, but...
Because the ferment... actually, no, I'm not... I don't know if to speak on that, so I'm not even going to stop. I'm going to stop my own bullshit right now. Because I tend to do that.
Thank you! Oh, that's awesome. I love that admission. God damn it, why does my head keep getting cut out? This is easier with one guy.
You got a big-ass fucking head.
I got a huge head.
You got a massive head, Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron. Everybody used to...
He got that
too big. I did too much T25.
He got that for a science fucking experiment. He got that literally for a science grade.
No.
I know you didn't.
No, I got it because I used to be an atheist. I'm agnostic now, so I'm good at
agnostic. You're an ass-gnostic.
We just had 4 fucking shots of vodka in the last 20 minutes.
2.
This was my first tattoo. Everybody was getting cross tattoos, and I was a big dick about religion. I get it now. I've even almost been a Christian at some points recently. Like,
oh, gee, I wonder who that was accustomed to.
Who was it accustomed to?
Amanda.
No, she's a big Christian.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was because I don't want to get into the reason I think things, but when things start to work out for me, and then,
I'm not gonna get a Charles Darwin or anything like that, but here we are.
No, I'm agnostic. But I got this because people were getting crosses on their arms, and I got this as like the opposite of a cross, like an atom that doesn't have any electrons or anything. So
you
then
didn't pay for the electrons.
Yeah. Well, there's also no protons or the
if you're really G, you should have got the God particle tattooed on you.
Yeah. I don't know if that was discovered yet.
It was not. It was not. You should have held off.
That would have been dope.
You should.
Or if I would have got it before I knew about it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's that.
So Rusty confronts Hunter. He tells him his name's Diesel, and he's like, "Oh, you don't remember me? We had the 2 coolest names in high school." Because Hunter is a very stupid name. Sorry if your name's Hunter, or if you named your kid Hunter, but if your kid's young enough, you could probably still rename it and it'd be fine.
I don't know if the kid's name is River, and I'm fronted that person immediately.
River, but my last name's very close to River and Bark.
Your last name. That's your surname.
Wow.
Your name is closer.
Throwing out words here, surname.
Your first name is closer to Wrestle than it is to fucking River. Just saying.
It's fine. Nobody was talking about my first name, but
well, what else matters? That's the only thing that's up to you.
So yeah, he says his name's Diesel. Hunter pretends to remember him. I don't know if douchebags do that or nice people do that.
Both. Could be both.
I usually don't pretend to remember because I feel bad not that I feel bad. I think something's gonna come up and I'm gonna look stupid. I don't like looking stupid. It happens all the time though. So I've had enough practice.
Oh, bro, my name is Ron.
And then in their conversation, and by the way, I don't even know. I don't think I wrote enough down. They drove to the gym where he works at the gym, and then Rusty came with this whole plan. The fucking gym closes at fucking 5, so he's the only one there. And they go to on Sunday in this story. And then Rusty mentions that he's like, "Oh, I heard you're fucking Amanda now," and then he high fives him. He's like, "Yeah, but I heard she doesn't give head. Like I told you in the last one, him yelling that she never gave head was gonna come back around, and this is what it was." And then Hunter's like, "Oh no, yeah,
couldn't keep my dick out of her mouth."
That's what he said. Yeah, so I can't keep the dick out of her mouth, and he says something about putting it in the butt, and then Rusty just gets so blind with rage,
just lost so much.
He just fucking punches him.
Yeah,
and pretty much nothing happens. His gym bag falls off, but he's pretty much fine. And then Hunter proceeds to beat the shit out of both Alex and
which
go ahead. I know.
I disagree with. I told Russ.
I know that too, man.
I know. I'm just saying for the people. I disagreed with this. I told
like being
Russ
sober.
The fact that the person who Hunter is based off of, I would fucking break.
Yeah.
But anyway, that aside,
First of all,
Continue.
I made Hunter.
You made him more badass than he ever would.
Bigger than he is. He's not a foot taller than me, and he's not.
Fucking
Oh wait, that's right. No, I'm just saying it would be nice if he did. Anyways, where was I? Hunter beats the shit out of both of them because he's a lot bigger than he actually is in real life. And then so it resorts to Alex pulls his gun on him, which the only reason the gun's there is because Rusty brought it just in case he had to shoot him. And then when he shows Alex takes the gun away from him.
Of course.
And there's a whole part with a homeless man. A homeless man saw it, but he's like crazy, so they're not worried about it. I only put the homeless man in there because there was a Wale song that I don't remember what song it is, but he says, "I'm fruit punch concentrate." Now before,
that's pretty funny.
Yeah, but well, I didn't know what it meant. I just thought it was like the silliest thing I had ever heard. But then when I heard the song again, he's saying, "I'm fruit punch concentrate and they water." Like obviously he's just super sweet versus water, like versus the other guys. But the first time I heard that, I didn't know that. And the first time I heard that is when I was writing this goddamn episode, and I just thought it was like the most ridiculous thing to say to somebody. So the homeless crazy man goes, "I'm fruit punch concentrate." The only reason he's in this episode is because I wanted to put that line in there because it made me laugh. So they bring Hunter back to the house. See, now we're more than halfway through, and we're at 26 fucking minutes.
I know, but I gotta pee.
Oh, you gotta pee? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Remember, we can pause this shit now.
I know. Lightning round! Shots every 5 minutes, not 10. So let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Every 5 minutes. Let's just start now.
Lightning round,
This is such
baby!
an inconvenient time to start because... So we'll have to do 32 next. Okay. I was trying to do math. Go ahead.
That's really tough to do.
I'm not good at math. Do not fucking film mine like that. I'm
Okay.
not doing 2 shots. I'm just saying, man. It's good.
Okay.
I was counting in my head.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Granted, I'm using a chaser, so I'm technically the biggest bitch. You're doing it straight like a G.
Well, it's disgusting. So anyways,
This is not Smart Water, by the way. They're not sponsored by us at all.
it's not even Mio, but it's
generic. This is fucking straight Walmart brand shit.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to Walmart.
Oh, straight out to Walmart.
Great value.
Yeah.
They got really good shit. Like their peanut butter is amazing, by the way. If you never had great value peanut butter, it's not that much cheaper, but it's fucking dang.
I know it's just Peter Pan.
Well, you like crunchy peanut butter.
No, I know it's Peter Pan peanut butter because every time there's an issue.
I think they're the same company.
I know they are because every time there's a salmonella issue, it always says don't eat Peter Pan or Great Value.
But it's a different...
Obviously it comes from the same factory.
Listen, I eat more peanut butter than you.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I eat by the spoonful.
Yeah, no,
I will tell you it has a different taste.
He also has a dog and I don't, so where's the peanut butter going?
No, I don't give my dog peanut butter. It's actually...
Just get it.
This is my dad always used to tell me to do when I'm like eating peanut butter off the spoon. Not to actually give them peanut butter, they just want the taste of the peanut butter because peanut butter is actually not good for humans. Well, I don't want to talk in my ass, but that's what I've always. Somebody told me there was a nurse, my buddy Eddie's ex-girlfriend, maybe. I don't remember.
Somebody Eddie used to fuck. I don't know who Eddie is, but somebody used to fuck.
You do know who Eddie is, and he's married now, so let's be a little more respectful. One of Eddie's ex-girlfriends told me that I think it was an ex-girlfriend. I don't think it was his wife.
That's why
I can't remember. I'm really sorry.
I'm trying to shorten it.
But she told me she's a nurse, and she told me that peanut butter like is really bad for your insides. But I've eaten so much. It's like one thing like I can't have in the house, which I do have in the house is not at the moment, but peanut butter. I could eat that a lot. When I was a little fat kid, my favorite food was cottage cheese. Which I know that's a lot of people hate that shit, but if I have cottage cheese in the fucking house, it's either getting eaten all that night, the whole container, the big container, is either getting eaten all that night, or half of it's getting eaten and half of it's being eaten the next day. It never lasts more than 2 days. I just can't fucking control myself. I don't have discipline when it comes to that shit. And I know that's like a weird food to be your favorite food, but as a kid, that was my favorite food.
You know, the girl that, you know.
And it's relatively healthy. It's keto in small portions.
It is. So, you know, you remember the girl that I was not really with, but pretty much with.
The hippie?
No, after her, the one that was at Ruby's,
Yeah.
Okay, so she loved eating. Yeah, she loved eating peanut butter. Like she would eat peanut butter.
She's hot, by the way. She's hotter now than she was with Alex. She got her shit together.
You say that, but I like her. I liked her more then than she. I do now because I like thicker bitches.
Yeah, but I worked out with her at the gym, and she's a kid now, but.
Gross. I'm just kidding. Gross. That just means they put out. That just means they put out. That's all it means. Anyway, continue.
She's married now too.
Yeah, she was married before she had the kid.
Wait, what was the point?
She was married when she matched with. Never mind.
We didn't have 1 minute before I take that shot. God damn it! Let's get through this.
Hurry up!
1 minute.
You better rush. I'm just getting them ready.
You don't gotta get them ready.
You better fucking get to the races.
So one of my favorite jokes in there, Rusty says that they're gonna Dexter him when they bring Hunter back to the house. Hunter sees all the plastic. He's like, "Are you guys gonna Dexter me?" I don't know. That's just really funny to me.
Yes. And as a matter of fact, sir. Surprise, motherfucker.
That was good. That was good for it.
Right?
You're
getting a little bit better with age.
A little bit over, but it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah. Which we just talked about last night. If you haven't seen
large fries, motherfucker. All right, continue.
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant, eat my ass. Continue.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember his name. So. Anyways, they time up, and one of my favorite parts of the episode is because he just beat the shit out of them. They take turns punching him in the face. They each punch him in the face, and Rusty punches another time. Alex doesn't think it's
which is actually pretty realistic because if Rusty were to do some shit like that, I'd be like,
catch it on.
I'd be like, I'm doing it.
Yeah,
I gotta do it.
They, he wants to punch him because he doesn't think it's fair that he got 2 punches where, Alex only got 1. So, anyways, they keep punching him and punching him in the face until they stop and they're both even. Yeah, he does start crying. He's a little bitch.
A lot.
But to give the guy some credit, I will say the character in the episode is less of a bitch than he is in real life.
But I'll fight him.
Is he really your boy?
He was back in the day, but I'll still fight him.
Oh.
For you?
Oh, dude. Oh, for me?
Yeah. I fucking knocked out Dusty. Remember when I knocked out Dusty in the middle of the bar? He walked up to me. He hadn't seen me forever, and me and him were boys.
Dusty. Which one was that?
Dustin? Remember the fucking guy Amanda was dating first?
You didn't knock him out.
No, not knock him off.
You brushed. Me and him were boys. You
brushed him off.
No, Seinfeld. Come on.
Snubbed him.
Yeah. Recipes to Jerry Stiller, Frank Costanza.
Jerry Stiller, sorry.
Frank Costanza.
Hard pass. I love that guy.
Yeah, dude, that sucks, man. I don't really share celebrity deaths because usually I think they're funny, but
yeah, but Jerry Stiller was a legend.
Jerry Stiller, yeah, dude, that sucked. And I was just watching The Heartbreak Kid the other night.
Oh, The Heartbreak Kid?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix now. Yeah, and now he was in it. I was like, man, how old is that? He's 92.
My Italian family. My stupid ass Italian family. We have a Festivus stick at every goddamn Christmas.
That's right. That's true. He brings it up all the time. That is a fact.
We have a Festivus
we totally missed this, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So 37 now. We'll be 38 because...
I'm not enjoying this. This is my idea.
This was your idea.
I'm really infamous for doing things I don't like doing.
God, vodka's so gross. I hate vodka. I used to drink vodka sodas because they were, healthier. By the way, if you're doing keto, you do vodka soda, and you squeeze a lime in it, then ain't keto no more because lime's really high in fucking
carbs.
Oh, I thought you were pouring more vodka. Yeah. Citrus fruit's high in carbs. So, I guess this was true. When I was reading it, I was like, maybe that's not true, but Alex was friends with him, so in the series, Alex keeps
his portrayal of me in the series is actually,
is right. But I knew that at the time.
It's correct.
Understand this was written 3 years ago.
This was written when we lived together.
Yeah, this was written no, this wasn't. This was written after we lived together.
Oh, okay.
The last one that was written while we lived together was episode 5.
Probably whichever one I'm the biggest dick
and
to
then
Amanda.
She left.
Whichever one I'm the biggest dick to Amanda, that's the one that was written when we lived together, because that was our main.
Well, you're kind of a dick to her for the rest of the series, but for the most part. Which I addressed in the last one. After 5... Alright, so I didn't have her, and when I say it was really short, but it also took me a while to write all these. I only had her during 5. It was after 4, it was a 4-6, but I stopped writing because why keep writing to the girl I wanted to read all this stuff when she was laying right next to me. God damn it, fucking.
He definitely didn't knock the hat off.
Yeah, there was no reason to write because I wasn't writing for any reason. That's what sucks about being a writer. Is you kind of have to be miserable, or a comedian or any of that shit. Which I see myself as both, but you wouldn't because you don't read the fucking series. You want to laugh? Read the goddamn series. I love you all. I love you all. Even
just
the
so
that
you guys know, is I don't even read it like unless I have to. But I will say this: I do love the series. Like I read it, it makes me laugh. I love it. I might be biased because I'm in it, but like just the monologue it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So I do say I will say
dialogue. It's not monologue. It's just one. The monologue in this one's hilarious, but. The dialogue.
Yeah, you're right. Dialogue.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hilarious.
So because they're friends, Alex keeps telling them that they're not going to kill him, trying to reassure. What time are we doing this again? 38 because we missed
38.
So and then they argue about killing him. I mean, I'm just summarizing this shit for you. All the funny shit that Alex was just talking about is in the series. Like I get people, friends of ours, like this podcast. But like the funniest shit is in here. This is me and him riffing.
I look like a Dominican
father shit. No, you need the Italian AF. I don't even think they could see your chest hair. He does have some, but
you want a fucking meatball?
It's like the worst patchy hair you've ever seen. I got like 7. There's a reason I have a Wolfman tattoo. Is because Daddy's got fucking hair.
Yeah, one part I'm Native American, so it doesn't.
That's a Wolfman. Sorry, I had a booger. Anyways, so Alex, because Hunter is his friend, Alex talks Hunter into helping him kill Kyle.
Which plays it off perfectly because he's not really my friend. He was an acquaintance.
Right. Still not somebody he wants to see die.
I always do that. I always say, "Oh, he's my friend," or "He's my buddy."
I'm glad you brought this up.
I do that a lot, and like I do realize what real friends are.
He also does. Alex has this gift that he can kind of make friends with anybody.
Yeah, but I only fight or like do things for certain people. Like I won't like if
he can also make people cry
very easily.
Very easily.
Very easily.
As much of a dick I am, I don't make people cry usually for the most part.
I'm usually pretty nice. And I just it's kind of like
Alex wants me
across the water and then just drowning immediately.
Yeah. Alex, is not into this. He talks Hunter into helping them kill Kyle. Hunter agrees, and he's like, "Oh, you see, he's gonna help us kill Kyle." And and then Rusty's like, "Oh, well, he just agreed to kill somebody he doesn't even know. So why, that gives me even more reason to kill him."
Guys, this is gonna turn more a shit show than anything.
It's almost over.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I poured more into mine, so.
Well, no, I want to drink out of mine. It's fine. I'll drink it. I just don't want to drink
coronavirus.
Actually today, well not today, but France has done a bunch of studies saying that nicotine actually kills the coronavirus in your system, so.
I don't know who Nikki is, but if she keeps teeing it up, I'm going to keep going, boy.
I'm in the middle of quitting. I have been all year. I've quit probably about 45 times this year. I'm almost done quitting.
Yeah, he comes up. It's like, yeah, man, I quit smoking for 4 days. I'm like, you know what, man? I'm not even impressed anymore.
4 days is
15 million times.
4 days is a good amount.
Well, you've done that 1.5 million times, so it's like I'm not even impressed anymore.
4 days is good. Usually it's about a day or two.
I'm not going to be impressed unless you quit for life or shove a cigarette
up your
ass.
Actually, me and Alex had a bet at the beginning of the year that we weren't going to smoke.
You want to bring that into this?
Yeah, because I'm going to win.
Do you want to do this?
Yeah.
I did it to help you.
No, you didn't. Yeah, you said that earlier, but that's 100% false.
It's not false.
I
never wanted to quit smoking cigarettes ever in my life.
That's fine, but his mind at the time was, I don't need to smoke. I could do this no problem. You're going to lose $100. He lost. I got $100. I got $100 off what I owed him.
Yeah,
to be frank. But he also
I just cared less.
He cared less, but also we made it 8 days. I was fine because I was also broke.
It was like 2 weeks.
No, we made it 8 days. I know exactly how it was because I know how long I've not smoked, and that was the most.
I know you know.
8 days.
I was just fucking with me. I know you know.
It was 8 days, and you smoked with Jackie, and
yeah, on the back porch. I told you.
Yep.
Mark's
You told me, and Jackie's bitch ass tried to lie to me about it.
I know she did, because that's a real bitch right there. That's my homegirl. That's my down bitch.
How dare you? Apparently she's more friends with you, so fuck you, Jackie.
I know she is.
Fuck you, Jackie.
Jackie's my down bitch. I love Jack.
So yeah, then Alex, Rusty. Fuck.
Got it.
Tastes like shit.
Yeah, the guy at the liquor store, full of shit. This is awful vodka.
So then,
I definitely don't agree.
So then, vodka's just gross.
Okay,
but you don't do shots of vodka. That's for.
I do. You don't. I do.
Don't
say you don't.
You do shots of vodka usually?
All the time.
Just straight vodka.
All the time.
That is stupid.
Okay, well, your opinion is your opinion. Continue with your story.
Okay.
Continue with the story.
My opinion is my opinion, but I've also done a lot of liquor. So Alex talked them into killing blah 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 blah. He's gonna help him blah 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 blah. And then Hunter tries to make it better by saying, because he thinks that Rusty's name is Diesel. He's like, oh yeah, Diesel. She's been talking about she's in love with some guy named Diesel.
Which is a lie.
Which is a lie. Which Rusty points out immediately. He's like, oh yeah, she talked about Diesel, did she? And then punches him in the face again. Or just told him to shut the fuck up. I don't remember. But then Alex is Rusty's best friend, so he keeps bleeding with him. So Rusty comes up with a plan to frame Hunter for the other murders. And then, of course, Hunter has no option but to agree. But he does agree, and he's very pissed because obviously he's going to go to prison for basically ever.
Yeah. He basically has to decide whether he wants to live
or
live like a goddamn Guantanamo Bay prisoner.
And Rusty and Alex are both fine with that. That's a compromise between Rusty and Alex. Rusty's not going to kill him, but he's going to send him to prison for the rest of his life.
Yeah, I mean, you're alive. I mean,
as you would.
And that's what fucking animal activists always say. Like, at least they're alive. I'm like, okay, well, they're living. They're constantly. I'm not. So then he reluctantly agrees, but he thinks he's safe by agreeing because obviously that's a big deal that he starts talking shit. Oh, what was it that tipped it over to where he stopped?
I'm about to get to there. So then Alex tells Rusty that it was a good idea and happens to mention Rusty by his name. Immediately, fucking Hunter gets it. He's like, oh, you're Rusty. And tells him that Amanda was talking about him, saying that he had a small dick, but
could never fulfill him, and I'm
never fill her. But what? Hunter said that she said nobody fills me like you do. Which don't ever say that to Rusty because he said that to Rusty, and Rusty went black. Dessert. Are you really going to pee again? It's almost over.
No.
What are you doing then?
Going to pee.
God damn it.
Goddamn. Alright, so a little drum. That's probably a bad idea for the, what did I call it?
What?
When I walked out, and I was like, what would I call it?
I think you called it Alex douchiness.
No, I call it, are you?
Yeah!
Shit! You're such a piece of shit! No, I called it something, like Power Hour, or something way cooler than that.
Anyways, so... Alright, stop hitting shit on the tape. Jamie's gonna be so pissed!
I know!
Sorry, Jamie!
There's your forgiveness.
So yeah, then he goes into the whole thing about, he hears Rusty's name, and then he says that Amanda said that he had a small dick, blah, 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 which makes Rusty see red. Rusty sees red and gives a whole, might I say, Oscar-worthy speech about his own dick.
Oh, yeah. It was awesome.
It was good, right? It was good.
It was descriptive without being overstepped.
He's very infatuated with his own penis, which you'll see.
Dessert dick. I've never heard that.
Dessert dick, new promotion dick. Oh. It's great. Read it.
Celebration dick would be
the
overall theme of Russell's.
Which is the last thing what he says. He does call it a celebration.
Yeah, the overall of Russell's genitals would be
a celebration dick.
Yeah.
He just goes blind with rage, gets that speech, and as he's blind with rage, grabs a hammer off the thing and brutally kills the fuck out of Hunter, beating the shit. And Alex's character, as soon as Hunter's character mentions him having a small dick, Alex puts his hands over his face and just He's against the wall. He
I know
slides
it's about to
down.
happen.
He knows
I know
exactly
it's
what's about to happen. He's like, that is the absolute wrong thing you should have said right now.
That's like telling Nikola Tesla, Thomas Edison's about to get this deal, buddy.
But he did, though.
He did.
He did, though.
He did get it. He did, though. And here we are, years later.
Still fucking giving credit to Edison, even though Nikola
Tesla has a car company. Does Edison? I don't think so.
Because of Elon Musk, Edison is definitely the more recognized.
But what are we using as actual? What are we going? What is the future? The future of electronics
we are using
fucking
Edison's AC/DC.
Direct current, yes.
Is it Edison's direct current?
Direct current, yes.
And so Tesla's was
indirect current. It was
it starts with an A. Definitely starts with an A.
It was indirect current. It was a fucking
no. It has a name because it's AC/DC. It starts with a different.
Whatever. I'm not that in depth into it. I just know that word.
We chose Edison.
The future
we
is.
should have chose Tesla because Tesla was it.
The future.
Anyways, Rusty kills him with a hammer. Rusty tries to asks if he's okay. Alex is like, his fucking eyes hanging out of his head, and you caved his fucking head in. I'm pretty sure he's dead. He's very much dead. Oh, I love this episode. So, anyways, and then a snapshot comes through the garage. This is the longest one we've done, by the way.
Oh, definitely for sure. But you're gonna have to cut out a part of it. You already said.
Yeah, but that's total of like 30 seconds. Because somebody's retarded. But Kyle takes a picture because he's on top of Rusty or Alex's car.
Hood.
Right, but he's on the hood of Rusty or Alex's car watching them. And you don't really know how long he's been there, but he's probably been there the whole time. So now he has even more information. They run outside, Kyle takes off, and now they realize they already knew they had to kill Kyle, now they know they have to kill Kyle quick. And we will revisit that in episode 9.
Fucking 9!
But now,
it's time to get drunk.
What is it? No, what is it?
Oh, Instagram High of the Week.
Instagram High of the Week. Week.
What's her name?
The Real Brit Fit. She is a fucking OnlyFans, super hot. And, I feel like I've given a lot of credit to girls with great tits on this podcast so far. This girl has a great ass. She has great tits too, but understand, everybody asks, you're a tit guy or an ass guy, and really both.
I'm a pussy guy.
No, because you can't really affect that, because if you have a not so, I don't know how to put this, if you have a
small dick,
no, if you have I'm talking about pussy, idiot. What do you
mean
small
I don't
dick?
know what you're talking about.
Homo. No, I'm talking about like if you have a ugly, I don't want to say ugly, but if you have a,
just fucking say it.
Okay, if you have a quote ugly, I don't think it's ugly, but if you have a quote ugly pussy,
if your pussy's gross, I'm going for asshole straight up every time, every day, all day.
No,
like Jackie
you can't judge. What's a girl supposed to do about that? How
I don't care what she's supposed to do about it. I care about what I'm supposed to do at that point in time.
I know. Alex is strictly guys' assholes. He just wants to fuck certain guys in the asshole.
Ryan Reynolds, calling you out.
Okay. It's weird because I don't agree with this, but a lot of people tell me I look like Ryan Reynolds.
Well, that's not where I was going with this.
I know that's not where you're going with this, but I've heard that the most in my life, and I hear it all the time, and I don't agree with it. I don't think I do. But when he says that, it makes me feel weird. Anyways, Instagram Hot of the Week.
Wet and weird are really close words.
It makes me feel wet. My asshole just won't stop stopping. Yeah, anyway, she has an OnlyFans. Go follow her on OnlyFans. My card declined because I'm in hard times right now. But she is fucking. She's ass. And anyways, I did miss my point.